This is a work update. I have not spoken on my job in a long time. Hey, Jays. The camera started rolling before I touched it. Like, what prompts it? Do I have it on some type of setting that when I say a certain thing, it come on? Because I wasn't ready, but I guess I am now. All right, so let me do a quick sit down with you guys about my update for my job. There's a few things to update on, but nothing too crazy. I'm still at the plant. As you guys know, I am a mail processing clerk. I work in automation. I process the mail, okay? There are three main operations that go into, like, that fall under our, like, workday. Okay, there's 893 or 483, there's 918, and there's 919. Okay, back in the day, I only did 918, 919, and then after that, like when I was on 6 o'clock, I would do the carrier route at the end. Don't do that anymore, praise the Lord. Okay, so since you guys have, since I touched base with you guys, I was on 6 p.m. Since then, I stayed on 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning for 6 months. Then I went back to 2 p.m. That's where I get off at 10:30. I love that shift. Basically, you could get a lot done in the morning time. Before you leave your house, depending on where you're living, before you leave your house, you could definitely get a good bit done before you get to work. And also, the people on 2 p.m., they're different. They're, you know what I mean? We like the 2 p.m. Not PSCs, the 2 p.m. clerks, they work the hardest, okay? Because they do 483 slash 893, they do 918, and they do 919. Okay, so for 893 slash 483 is pace. It's a very fast operation. Okay, and then you get to kind of relax for 918, kind of, because there's one day you could get like maybe 4 postcards with the mail in it, and then the next day you get like 10 postcards. So it's not that much relaxing, but it's much more relaxing than 919 where it's pace again. Like the mail comes out, like for every operation it separates the mail and it just breaks it down more and more and more. The 919 operation is the final breakdown before it leaves to go to the post office, like the actual, smaller stations, post office, where you can like get your stamps and all of that. And 919 breaks down the mail like by street, like literally by street and apartment, and like really break it down. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. On 2 p.m. you work the hardest, point blank, period. You know what I mean? Point blank, period. That 4 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 12 p.m., that's where I'm at now. 2 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Everybody chilling, pretty much. 2 p.m. people work the hardest, okay? So during my 2 p.m., when I was on 2 p.m., I had to get a swap. You can write in your papers, bring your paperwork and things like that to change your time. It's because I had, little changes going on at home. So I got a swap and I went on 12 p.m. On 12 p.m., when you get off at 8:30 in the night, when you get off at 8:30 in the night, you barely could get anything done before you gotta leave the house. Because I have to leave my house at 10:45 if I'm traveling, 1:15 for the latest if I'm driving. So it's like, no, not 1:15. I'm getting my times mixed up. 10:45 if I'm taking a train, and 11:15 if I am driving, for the latest to get me there on time and all of that. And you barely have time in the morning to do anything. That's one thing about 12 p.m. So that's the difference. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. It's only like a 2-hour difference, but you can do so much in that 2 hours. When you go in for 2 p.m., it's crazy. So I had to get a swap from 2 to 12 for a little bit, and I did that over the summer. So I stayed there for like 3 months. You're leaving the plant when the sun is up. You know how summer is, and I feel like I didn't take advantage of that enough. Like I didn't do too much, but it was great. And I noticed that there's less work on 12 p.m. I'm being real in this video. You know what I mean? So if you're thinking about coming to the plans or anything like that, most likely you're not going to start at 12. You're probably going to be a 2 p.m. PSC or a 6 p.m. PSC. And then, after that, you could switch around when you turn over in 2 years or a little less. But just letting you guys know, like 12 o'clock. But then then I could not stay on 12 anymore, and I was forced back to 2. I did not want to go back to 2, but I was forced back because my spot at 2 o'clock was there. I was just an extra body on 12 because I didn't have a 12 o'clock bid. It was just a swap. I'm really a 2 o'clocker. So my 2 o'clock spot was empty, and 2 o'clockers, they have it so hard. It's really hard on 2 o'clock. So like I was saying, to compare the two, you work hard on 2 o'clock. As far as getting stuff done in the house before you get to work, okay, 2 o'clock got it. The work day, 12 o'clock got it. 12 o'clockers do 893/483 and they do 918. They barely touch 919. That's where I'm at now. I finally got a bid for 12 o'clock. So I'm officially a true 12 o'clock. Okay? I did 2 days and it felt amazing. So I'm truly a 12 o'clock. My off days change a little bit. I was off Wednesday, Tuesday. Now I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday. But I'm going to keep bidding for better days off. But yeah, so we barely touch 919. We barely touch it. Because by the time 8 o'clock, we're out. If we do overtime, okay, fine. But we barely touch 919. For the 2 o'clockers, they touch it and then some. Sometimes they finish it. So they're doing 918, they're doing 893/483. They're doing 918 and 19, and most of the times finishing it. Very, very hard. Very, very hard. Like when I say hard work, it's not hard to learn. It's not actually hard to do, but it's hard on the body because you're bending, you're lifting, you're pulling, you're dragging, you're dropping, you're stretching. It's a lot of work. I am fortunate. Like I deserve to start working less and less at the post office because you can move around. There is space to move around in the post office. There's so much room. I was talking to ET the other day and he was giving me like he was telling me so much that I did not know existed. Different, sections. And I was talking to another clerk. They was telling me too that they just was opening my eyes to like, oh my goodness, there is more things being posted there. And the thing is, you have to keep your eyes open in the post office because people are not going to come to you and tell you, hey, there's a job opening posted right there, blah blah. No, they're not going to do that. You have to keep your eyes open. There's different things posted on the boards. You got to read them, which I fail to do plenty of times. I need to stop and read them because those are job postings. Sometimes it does not be on the USPS website. All around is just things posted up. You got to know when to check the office, to sign up for overtime, to sign up for the holidays, to sign up for this, to be, called in for this. You got to know. People are not telling you this. And sometimes when you ask, they still ain't telling you. So you have to know for yourself. You have to do your research. You got to be on that USPS app. You got to check your light blue. You got to read those little posters that's around. There's so much things and opportunities in the post office. So I feel like it's time for me to start working less and less. So I went from 2 p.m. to 12, which is work in itself because I have a very good work ethic, if I may say that myself. Like, I take pride in what I do. You know what I mean? You work alongside some people and you can tell that they don't care about the job. They just don't care. They don't care about doing a good job. They don't care how they look. They don't care who's coming next and how they may feel. They ain't care about nothing but just coming to work, half-assing it and leaving. You know what I mean? Every job have a selected few of these people. I'm not one of them. I take pride in my job. So I do a very good job. I've worked really hard at the post office over these 3 years. Like really, really hard. And I feel like now it's time for me to take it easier. Still get the job done. still do a good job, still do it right, but not overwork myself. Because when I was a PSC, I worked my ass off. When I was a PSE, I worked my ass off. Even as a new turnover regular, because I'm only turnover. How long I've been a regular now? A year and a half. I've been a regular. You know, when I was newly turned over, I worked my and I still work hard. I still do things that other people don't do, won't do, can't do. Like, I'm still, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's one thing to be lazy and not do a good job, but then it's one thing to be a good worker, but working smart and working, you know, um, not overworking yourself. So that's where I'm at right now, because my work ethic is not going to change. Like, I like to look back and be like, oh yeah, I did that. I did that. Yeah, I was on that machine. Yeah, it was me. You know, I like that feeling for myself. So I always keep up. I like that feeling for myself. You know what I mean? I have no problems with people working with me. I have no problems with the supervisors. And that's how you want to be in the post office. You don't want them calling your name on loudspeaker. You don't want to, when you want your life change and you want to transfer to a different state, you can't get into the post office over there because you've been effing up over here. Like, all of that counts. You know what I mean? It all counts. So you can't really look at only right now. You got to think about the big picture. You got to think about the future. You know what I mean? There's people who get their names blasted on that loudspeaker every single day, and they've been there longer than me. Like, that's what you want for yourself? Okay, I don't. You know, like, it's just, yeah. So that's pretty much the update. I mean, I did want to say though that the people on 12 o'clock and the people at 2 o'clock are completely different people. I miss my 2 o'clockers. I don't talk to all of them. All of them do not talk to me. But it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. Like, and the funny thing is, they work so hard at 2 o'clock, and they're always like their mood are just always, you know, on 12 o'clock, they work less, not because they're lazy or anything. It's just how the day goes in the post office. They happen to just do less work. Just saying. And they're still, you know, like, that's the only way I can really explain it. Like, I miss my 2 o'clock people. That's all I want to say. I hope if they want to, they get some bids real soon and come over to 12, because we need that energy on 12 o'clock. We need that type of energy. But anyway, so yeah, that's the update. I'm a 12 o'clocker now, at the plant. That's where they what you call the mail. They sort the mail, we sort the mail, and we distribute it to the stations. And it's not a bad job. It's just, in every job, like, it's mostly the people that make the job bad. Like, quote unquote bad. Like, the job is not a bad job. It's type easy, low key. It's just hard on the body. So you have to make sure to get your rest. You gotta make sure to drink your water. You gotta make sure to take your vitamins and, stuff like that. But other than that, chef's kiss. I'm not sure if I will retire at the post office because, well, no, I'm not sure if I'll retire at the post office because I don't know where my life is gonna go. Like, things change. So, but I would say I'm not gonna stay at automation at the post office. There's so much other little things I could dabble into here and there. It'll take me a while because I'm really like low ranked. I'm a low ranked regular right now. But as time goes on, I'm gonna get up there. Yeah, so that's the update. I feel like this video is long enough, 15 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Any questions, leave it down below as per usual. Any comments, leave it down below. I'll be sure to get back to those questions and comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Later days.